It actually ended, things didn't go well, and now I'm dating this guy. So I literally didn't notice that I had makeup on my hoodie the whole video. Just ignore it. Okay, bye.
Pretty young girl from Zambia, you know that she ain't with the drama. Light skinned girl Osama, you know she the bomb, she cause trauma.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Hi, my name is Nyemba and I create YouTube content which you should subscribe to. Okay, so for today's video I am doing a Q&A, which I haven't done in a minute, so I just thought, why not? So yeah, I'm gonna be answering you guys' questions that you asked me on the gram. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, what are you doing? You miss chances to ask me questions and whatnot, so you better follow me on there. Yeah, without further ado, let's just get right into it. All right, so they're kind of a lot of questions, so I will be selecting which ones to answer because, like, let me show y'all. From the top, we're still going, so yeah. Okay, let me just start at the bottom. The first question is, what are you studying? And I'm studying broadcast journalism. Yeah, I love how authentic you are. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? First of all, thank you. In 5 years, how old will I be in 5 years time? I will be 27. What? That's insane. That's actually crazy. I can't imagine me as a 27-year-old. That's crazy. But I just see myself being successful at 27. I hopefully want to be a mom by then, but God willingly. So yeah, I just see myself successful in whatever I'll be doing. Definitely see myself married, obviously, if I want to be a mom at 27 or by 27, whatever. Yeah. Do you identify yourself as a feminist? I just feel like every woman should identify themselves as a feminist. I'm not like your, and I hate to use this term, but like your angry woman or anything negative that people associate feminists with. I'm just like I'm pro-woman, but that doesn't mean I'm anti-man. You know what I mean? So yeah, I guess I do identify myself as a feminist. Have you ever thought of starting your own business? If so, what would it be about? I have thought of starting my own business for the longest time, like since I was young enough anyway. But I've always wanted to have my own makeup line. I've always wanted to have my own clothing line, and yeah, those two are like the major ones for now. And yeah, I just don't want, like, merch is different from a clothing line. I hate when people call merch a clothing line. Like, a clothing line isn't printing a logo on t-shirts and hoodies and whatnot. That's merch. A clothing line is something that you actually put your heart and soul into designing, and that's something I haven't gotten the chance to do yet, but I really want to do because I want all the designs to come from me. And yeah, not just like printing something on something. Like, merch is definitely gonna come, but that doesn't count as a clothing line. So yeah. Any plans of collaborating with Gigi Bonta when you come back? Definitely. Like, I've worked with them for 2 years now and it's been great. Like, I love working with them. It's a brand that I genuinely love even before we started working together, so it just makes it even more fun. And yeah, I'm willing to work with them again. Is being a YouTuber worth it? Not just for the money, but in terms of the critics, hate comments, etc. The term worth it is definitely relative, because what's worth it to me cannot be worth it to you, and vice versa. So for me, it's something I've loved doing for a really long time now. Like, I've been on YouTube for like 5 years now, and for me, it's definitely worth it. I didn't start it for the money because at the time I wasn't even earning money. I only started earning money from YouTube in the last like year. Not even, it hasn't even really been a year, but let's just say in the past like 1 year. So yeah, and like in terms of critics and hate comments, like they're always gonna be there. People are gonna talk whether you're doing good or you're doing bad. So just do what you want to do at the end of the day. And that's what I'm doing. Another one says or asks, how do you deal with haters' comments? First of all, like, I'm lucky enough, I don't get that much hate, honestly. It's just like a troll here and there, like once in a blue moon. But when I see a hate comment or something that's just not like, are you okay? I just delete it and move on with life. And they're not even many. They'll literally be that one that's just like, what's your problem? So yeah, thank goodness I don't deal with a lot, at least right this moment, up to now anyway. Ooh, I like this one. I love you. You inspire me. You inspired me to start YouTube. What are your toxic traits? I love you too. My toxic traits. I've never really proper thought about this, but recently a toxic trait that I've been trying to work on is just pride, especially when it comes to my relationship. There are things that, like, when you're in a relationship, you can't let your pride take over. Sometimes you just have to like step back and be able to like apologize if you're wrong, or yeah, basically. So one that I'm definitely working on is pride. Another toxic trait I have is just not like dealing with situations, like not dealing with situations head on. I'd rather detach myself from the situation, act like it hasn't happened, not exactly move on from it, but just block it out, you know, if that makes any sense. So yeah, but I'm working on them. Like, I'm definitely better than I was even up to a year ago. So how and when did you start doing YouTube? I started proper doing YouTube in 2015, but how, I just decided to do it. I'd been thinking about it for the longest time, and I got my Canon 650D for my 17th birthday, and I was like, I honestly have no excuse anymore, so I just I did it. There are actually a lot of like YouTube related questions. Interesting. Ever reached a point in your YouTube journey where you felt like giving up? Not entirely. Not really. There's just times when I felt like I don't know how to put it. Not that I'm not good enough, but like, what am I doing wrong that's not making me grow at the rate that I would want to grow? But I've never actually thought to quit. At least not yet. Like, I haven't reached like a proper breaking point. So yeah. This question asks, how do you handle personal, YouTube, spiritual, and social life at once? It's a matter of just like planning, and I always say 24 hours isn't enough time, but it is enough time because Beyonce has 24 hours as well. That's a cliche thing to say, but it's facts. Like, every person has 24 hours, and what you do with those 24 hours really matters. So for me, planning out my days just really helps me out. Many of you have told me that you started actually writing out to-do lists because of me, and that just makes me so happy. But yeah, like, writing out to-do lists, just like planning out my time really just helps me juggle everything, because on top of all this, like, I have a job that I work and have to literally go for work. Not right now, obviously, because of Corona and whatnot, but on the usual, I have school, I have work, I have to keep up with my Jesus time. Like, I have to kind of sort of have a life, which, you know, people always say something has to be on the back burner, and I feel like what's on the back burner for me is my personal life, probably, and social as well, because I don't really have friends, and yeah, I don't really take time out for myself to just, you know, relax and stuff. That's why sometimes I like to have self-care days, which are very important, because you could get lost in the hustle and bustle of life. And that's why this whole quarantine situation is just like kind of needed to some extent, because many of us are so caught up with just everyday life, like what we gotta do. We have to go to school, have to go to work, have to put food on the table. Well, not me, but you know, a lot of people have to do that, and it's just a time to like sit back and really evaluate what's important in life. And yeah, I handle it by planning. How long have you been natural? I've been natural my whole life, and when I was younger, you know how our parents never really knew how to take care of our kinky hair, and it was always pulling and snagging, and I would always beg my mom, like, please just relax our hair, but she never relaxed our hair. So I've been natural my whole life, but I only proper started taking care of my hair in 2014, 14, I want to say. Yeah, somewhere there. Would you rather be quarantined in the UK or Zambia? This is a good question. Honestly, I don't know. When I deep it, I feel like Zambia, just because the weather's nice. Like majority of the time, like today's a really gloomy day, but it has been nice, to be fair, for most of quarantine. But I don't know, like everywhere has its pros and cons. And even if I was like quarantined in Zambia, I wouldn't be able to see Dom, so it's just kind of like wherever, honestly. How many girls and boys do you want to have in terms of children? I want 1 boy and 2 girls, so yeah. What is the one thing you will never change about yourself? I'll never change the heart I have for people, definitely. Like sometimes it's gotten me, not in trouble, but it's just like, sometimes I hate that I have such a good heart because people walk all over me and just take advantage, but that's something I treasure because not everyone's like that. And I like meeting people with hearts like mine, you know, so yeah. Have you ever wished for a different life at some point in life? Definitely. Like, I see Kylie Jenner in a private jet and I'm like, I wish I had that, you know? Of course, I feel like we've all been there at some point when things just aren't going your way and you're like, I wish I had this person's life. But like J. Cole said, ain't a life that's better than yours. So yeah, it's just a matter of like accepting where you are and just being grateful for what you have when you have it and stuff, because you can always have more, but you can also always have less. So it's just, gratitude is a must, you know. Favorite and least favorite Zambian YouTubers. This is interesting. I've never actually thought of this. My favorite Zambian YouTuber is myself. Of course. No, I'm kidding. So narcissistic, no. But I'm gonna be biased and say Kay, because, well, she's my sister, yes, but I'm actually proud of her growth, because I used to edit Kay's videos once upon a time, and one day I was just like, I am not editing your videos anymore, and I forced her to start learning how to edit, and now she edits her own videos and films her own videos and all of that, and she's killing it, so proud of you, girl. Kay, and let me pick one more just to, you know, balance it out a little bit.
2,000 years later.
I'm just gonna say Mwaji. Yeah, I like her videos. Like, I watch them. She has the cutest baby. Oh my god, I'm a sucker for kids. But yeah, she has really good content. And yeah, I like a number of Zambian YouTubers, but yeah, I just picked those two, okay? Nobody get offended. And as far as my least favorite Zambian YouTuber goes, I'm not gonna say who my least favorite Zambian YouTuber is, because one, I'm not about to make y'all like unsubscribe or whatever just because I said I don't like them, and two, I don't want anyone coming for me, so yeah. When are you coming back to Zambia? Missing videos of you and Dom despite this virus thing. I don't know when I'm coming home, but God willingly in the summer when all this dies down. Right now Emirates isn't flying and my return ticket is with Emirates, so God's plan, innit? Do you drink liquor or smoke? Thing is, okay, I don't smoke whatsoever. Like, I don't smoke cigarettes, I don't smoke none of that. As far as drinking goes, I drink like once in a blue moon. I'm not like a hard liquor type of girl. I can live without it, honestly. I rarely drink. And even when I do drink, I don't drink to get drunk. I would drink just for just to drink, like, you know. So yeah, I don't not drink, but I don't crazy drink. You won't find me taking shots and all that, so yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm like not even halfway through these. Would I ever put relaxer in my hair? No. Though when I see these girls on Instagram with like the really sleek like top knot buns, I'm like, and I know I can't get my hair like that unless I like straightened it and like all this stuff. That's the only time like I will. A smidge of me is like I wish I had relaxed hair, but I would never relax my hair. I love being natural, and yeah. Would you raise your kids in the UK or Zambia? Honestly, wherever God wills, I'm fine with both places. So yeah. Oh my god, there's so many. I'm trying to see which ones are like interesting. What really makes you angry? I'm not an angry person. It takes a lot to get me super mad. But like what makes like where I'm like fuming type of anger, I actually do not know. I really don't get upset a lot. So oh, I like this one. How are you doing mentally? Honestly, it's been rough. Like it has been a roller coaster, and like I've never said this to anyone or like said it on my channel, but well, I mean, I've mentioned that I deal with like anxiety and all that stuff, but just before all this corona mess happened, I feel like I just hit like quite a low, and I actually started going for therapy, and we're not about to cry, Nyemba. Okay, so yeah, I started going for therapy because I knew I needed to get the help, and I just couldn't do it on my own. And yeah, I started going to therapy, and with all this happening, obviously I couldn't like go to in-person appointments, so I had like therapy over the phone, but then it just didn't really feel the same, so I just stopped pretty much. But then yeah, like just God has helped me a lot, and then the whole corona thing came about, and it just made everything worse. Like it just almost felt like nothing in my life was going right with the confusion of the whole situation. And it was just a lot, honestly. So yeah, mentally I'm so much better than I was a month or so ago when I decided to go to therapy. But yeah, now I'm pretty stable, I should say. So thank you so much for asking. How long did you live in New York City? I lived there for about 8 years. What show on Netflix would you recommend? I don't watch shows, like I'm not a series person. Majority of my time is spent watching YouTube videos, so sorry I can't give you a recommendation for that. Not a question, but it was only today when I realized that 9 months ago you were at 5K subscribers and now you're almost hitting 16K. I was shooketh. Congratulations. Thank you so much. And I obviously wouldn't be where I am without you guys' support, you guys who continuously share my stuff, and yeah, thank you. What country do you plan on working from? Well, if you asked me this question like when I just came to uni, I was still like very much in limbo, but then they opened up the option of having like international students stay in the UK for an extra 2 years after we graduate, just to like find a job and stuff. And like I would be a fool in a man's shoes if I didn't take up that opportunity. So definitely the first couple of years after I graduate, I'll be working in the UK, and then after that is where I'll make a decision as to where I want to kind of settle, because then I'll be thinking of like, where do I want to raise my family, and you know, that sort of thing. Then life's kind of gonna be really real, because then it'll be like marriage, kids, life. Where do I want this all to happen, you know? So yeah. Looking at how you love Team Jesus so much, do people criticize you about talking about God? No. Well, at least not that I know of. I'm done being shy about spreading the gospel and the good news and just sharing my love of Christ with people. So whoever doesn't like it or feels uncomfortable, the unfollow button's there, the unsubscribe button is there, you know. Yeah. And then there were a lot of questions asking whether Dom and I have broken up, if we're still together, if blah blah blah, blase blah. And like, that's my baby. So I don't know what to tell you. Just because you guys don't see him a lot on my story, it's like, it doesn't imply, I mean, I guess it does if we go from posting every so often to not really posting, and then you guys are just kind of like, oh, what's happening? Then at the end of the day, like I said in my life update video, if y'all watched it, it would be up to us to let you guys know if we're still together or not. The fact that we've let you in so much, like you guys know we're together, you guys know what we do in terms of like our careers and, you know, that sort of thing. I would come on here and tell you guys, like, I wouldn't just spring up on y'all with a new boo and just like neglect the fact that I let you in on my life when I was dating this other person. So I would come and say, oh, it actually ended, things didn't go well, and now I'm dating this guy, his name is Jesus. I'm kidding. But yeah, like, we're still together, we just don't post, and that's fine. We still live continents away, so there ain't nothing to post really, unless you guys want to see screenshots of phone calls. Be my guest. And then there's another one that asked, well, similarly, it was like, have you and Dom really broken up? I saw it in one of your videos. You saw it in one of my videos, but you didn't watch the video, so you just outed yourself, boo-boo. But that's, ooh, there are so many questions. I wish I could get through all of them, but I'm just gonna stop right here. I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to thumbs it up, share it with somebody who may find it interesting, I don't know, and subscribe, of course. Thank you so much for supporting me. I always say it, and I probably sound like a broken record, but it never goes unnoticed. And yeah, stay happy, stay healthy, stay home, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
That's how I do. Made 100,000 kwacha with my crew. Fall in love is something I will never do.